Hi, and welcome to Sculpt Class. We are going to do a short sculpt only workout using some dumbbells if you have them. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use pantry items such as jars, water bottles, any kind of container that has some weight to it. If you have maybe some bricks or pavers laying around the house, as long as you don't drop them on your feet, be conscious of how you hold them. Really, anything can be a weight for this class. So we're going to start with some lower body exercises, but first we're going to warm up. So just a little side to side step. Now start to tap the toe behind you. Reach a little lower with your hand out in front. Now come back up. Now reach across. Now let's reach up. Just tap your toe. Let's get 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your arms down and heels to your backside. And now bend your elbows. We're going to push our arms out to the side. Now open up the shoulders a bit. Palms forward and back. We're going to start to march right here. Reach the arms up with an inhale. Exhale, bring them down. Keep your feet going the whole time. Four more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. From here, just tapping again. Roll the shoulders a little bit, bringing just the shoulder up. Four more. 4, 3, 2. Now elbow up. Let's get 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now open the arm completely. Last 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. We're going to grab some weights. Since we're going to begin with lower body exercises, we're going to start with heavier weights. You're going to be doing squats, so keep that in mind. I'm going to have 10-pound weights here because that's the heaviest weight I have. Larger muscle group, larger weights. Placing the weights on your shoulders. You're going to have your feet slightly wider than your hips. Toes will be pointed out, and when you push back into a squat, imagine sitting into a chair behind you. We're going to come on down. Let's do 10. Nice and slow. 9, squeeze the glutes on the way up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold this one. Come down. Take a breath. And then come on up. All right. Feet together, about hip distance apart now. Coming into a deadlift, forward fold. When you come down into that fold, your back should stay flat. What you want to avoid is any rounding of your spine here. So push your hips back. Fold with your legs relatively straight, not coming much past your shins. Focus on squeezing through the glutes, using the hamstrings to stand up. Let's do 10. 10, nice and slow. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Stand up super tall. Good. From here, coming into a lunge position, but your heel is down. You're going to lean forward so that you're in that same sort of flat back position, but this time you're balancing with a split stance. Forward lean, you're pulling your elbows towards the ceiling. Take it up for 10. And here's your front view. 9, 8, 7, 6. Think about pulling the elbows together. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then step up. Now, I'm going to keep my heavy weights because we're going to do all of that again. If you are working with some lighter weight and you think that now you can go up and tolerate a little heavier, try it. We're going to come back into those squats. Feet wide, toes slightly out. From the front, it looks like this. Dropping down, push your hips back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, getting as low as you can. Squeeze up. Let's get 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Drop it down. Stay here. Take a breath. Come on up. And let's come into that deadlift. Remember, your arms are just dead weight here. Feet are hip distance apart. Let's fold at the hip. Keep your back flat. Stand up tall. A little bit of a bend in the knee is okay. Breathe with that exhale on the way up. Here's 6, 5, nice flat back. Keep your chest up, look forward. Let's get our last 3. 3, squeeze it up. 2, squeeze it up. And last one. Good, shoulders back, stand up tall. We're going to come back into that row. You can tolerate heavy weight with a row. That's your back that you're working here. So try to stick to that heavy weight if you can. If you need to, go down. Leaning forward at the hip, pull your belly in, and let's row. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Pull it and hold it. Good. Step up. All right. From here, let's put these weights down. We're going to come on down to the mat. We're going to come into a chest press position. So for chest press or push-up or any chest pushing exercise, you want your elbows down below your shoulders, not way up here. So when you're coming into a push-up, your face should never come through between your hands. You want your chest to come through your hands. So the same is true for a chest press because it's an upside down push-up. So you're going to get a hold of those weights and you're going to push up and bring the hands together, then come back down and your elbows are below your shoulders, not way up here, down here. So let's do that chest press. I'm going to start with a moderate weight. This is 5 pounds. And then I'm going to go up to 10 pounds. But if you need to, you use a lighter weight, okay? Especially if you have a history of shoulder injuries. So let's come on down to our back. Coming into that chest press position, make sure your wrists are straight and not falling down. You're going to bring them and hold those weights tight. Push that weight up over your chest. This way we're targeting our chest instead of those shoulders. Here's 9. Keep it slow. 8. 7. 6. We've got 5 more. 5. Keep your back pulled down to the mat. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Come on up. Then come halfway down. Hold it there. You're looking to feel a little bit of strain in your chest. Take a big deep breath. And then bring your hands together. Come on down. From here, we're going to do a close chest press. So we're bringing those hands together and holding our weights in this position right over our chest. Hands together. Elbows are down by our sides. And we're going straight up towards the ceiling. Knees bent, feet flat, and your torso pulled in and tight. Go straight up. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And now hold it up. Take a breath here. From here, you're coming into an overhead reach, so it's very important that you're pulling your back down into the floor beneath you. Keep your belly pulled in nice and tight. And as you reach your arms overhead, hands are still in that same position. You're not going to come any further than right over the crown of your head, maybe. You're not trying to touch the floor. You're trying to keep your belly and back pulled in as you reach overhead so that you're engaging a lot of your core muscles and not just the arms here. There's 3. Remember, pull the belly in and pull the back to the mat. Keep aware of that. Keep those wrists nice and straight. We've got 5 more. Here's 5. 4. 3. 2. And our last one. Come on over the heart. Good. From here, take those same weights. If you want to go to heavier weights here because we're working the lower body, you can. So since I only have 5s, I'm going to swap them out for those 10s because we're going to do hip thrusts. So resting your weight right on your hips, just so it doesn't fall down towards your belly. You're trying to keep those weights in the crease of your hip where your leg meets your hip. From here, let's push our hips to the ceiling and rest our feet on our heels. Bring it up. Squeeze the glutes. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. Really push those hips all the way up. 4. 3. 2, and we've got one more. We're pushing those hips up, and we're going to hold. Take a big breath. And then exhale. Bring it down. From here, coming into that chest press again. So your feet are down. Wrists are straight. Elbows below the shoulders. And let's push up into that chest press right up over the heart. Tap the ends of the weights together for 10. Keep it slow and controlled. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Come on down halfway. Hold it there. Take a breath. Good. And then bring it together and down. We're going to come into that closed chest press. I encourage you to use heavier weight if you can tolerate it, but be wise enough to go down in weight if you feel yourself on the cusp of injury, okay? So be cautious of your low back with this. Keep your belly pulled in. Hands together, same hand position, same arm position, nice straight arms, reaching up over your head, but keeping the torso pulled in. Pull that belly button down, pull your back down to the mat. This one's all about control. Controlling that weight as it comes overhead and not letting gravity take control. Let's get 5 more. Remember, keep that belly pulled in, back down. 4, 3, 2, and we've got 1 more. Good. You can put those weights back on your hips, but we're going into a single leg movement. So if you think you need lighter weight, go ahead and try it. But most people can handle a little bit of weight on their hips here. You're going to bring your right toe up, so you're resting on your right heel. Extend that left leg, and you can, to make this exercise easier, you're going to bring that leg up towards the ceiling. If you want to advance it and you want to challenge yourself, your legs are going to be all the way down here, and then we're going to push those hips up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we've got 1 more. Hold those hips up. Take a breath. And then come on down. Good. Switching legs. Extend that leg. Remember, you're on the heel here. Protect your knee. Keep that left toe lifted. And challenge that hamstring. Squeeze it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Control it down. 5, don't let gravity have control. 4, 3, 2, and hold those hips up. Take a breath. Come on down. From here, go ahead, place those weights to the sides. We're going to roll up and come into some abdominal work. So resting your hands down here, right underneath your shoulders and by your hips, fingers pointed down towards your toes. Roll your shoulders back and lift your chest. We're going to lift our toes like we're kicking furniture across the room. Bend your elbows, push. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Keep pushing. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to do some standing core work. Well, kneeling. This can be done standing if you cannot be on your knees, and for that, your stance looks like this. Slightly staggered, slightly wider, shoulders back, and if you're kneeling, the only difference is you've got the same stance, but you're on your knees, so it looks like this. Kneeling is a little more challenging than standing. So for this one, start with a moderate weight. I'm using a 5 here. I'm going to show you the side view, and then I'm going to turn and show you the front view. So you're coming from one side of the body to the other. So I've got this resting in front of my left hip here, and I'm going to go up over the right shoulder. So when you're looking at it from the front, you see this view. My torso stays straight. This is an anti-rotation exercise. So as you come over, you're going to be tempted to do this. And that's what you want to avoid. Try not to rotate through the torso. Instead, try to brace. So you're keeping your body tall, coming up over one side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, no leaning. Last one, take it up and hold it. Come down slow and with control. We're going to do that on the opposite side. So all we're doing is changing sides. If you're standing, you'll switch the stagger stance so the opposite foot is forward, shoulders back, bracing through the belly. Keep your spine tall, and let's go from in front of that straight leg to across the opposite shoulder. Taking it up for 10, 9. Now, if you have issues with your shoulder flexibility, you may not be able to get all the way up there like I am, and that's okay. Focus more on this part. We've got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Come on down nice and slow and with control. Good. We're going to try and do that with a heavier weight now. If you can't go up to a heavier weight from that, then stay where you're at. I'm going to show you the modified version of this in that heavier weight, but if you want to stay on your knees for this, do it. That's the more challenging way to do it. All right. So modified version, standing tall, knees are softly bent, and I'm staggered slightly. So my feet are a little wider than my hips and one foot in front of the other. So we're going to come up. 10, 9, 8, keeping tall, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Come on down nice and slow. Good, I'm going to show you from a different angle as we switch sides here. Keep in mind that this isn't really a more modified version. It's just a little easier to cheat when you're standing than when you're on your knees. So be conscious of that too. Imagine that you've got something bracing through your core, a corset, if you will, to keep you engaged here. Zip up the chest, stay nice and tall, stay soft through the knees, and keep your body from rotating and avoid swinging as you come up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and then down slow and with control. Good. All right. Now, since you've already been kneeling, you can either continue to kneel or you can stand. I'm going to show you the kneeling position. Standing would be just like this. One foot slightly in front of the other, belly engaged, hips slightly back so that you're not ever leaning back like this. You want to make those core muscles work instead of your lower back muscles supporting you. Okay? Choose the stronger, larger muscles to support you. We're going to go with our lightest weight that we have in order to come into a shoulder exercise. So I'm going to give you the front view at first, and then I'll turn and give you the side view. This is a scaption exercise. That's the word I'm looking for. So it's kind of like a shoulder raise. A lot of us are familiar with this. It's a variation of that that's a little bit better for your shoulder. So we're going to keep that exercise instead. So pushing the hips back, belly in. We're coming forward and out to the sides, like a V motion. I'm going to give you that side view. Here's 4. I'm controlling the motion both up and down. Thumbs point behind me at the top. and in front of me at the bottom. Let's get 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Those of you that are tired of being on your knees, you can always stand. We're going to come into bicep curls on the knees, shoulders back, and just curl up. If you can go to a heavier weight, go ahead and hop to a heavier weight for this one. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now come to halfway, and we're only going half range of motion up towards the shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Try not to swing, only half range of motion. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now, if you grabbed heavier weights, you're probably wishing you had the light ones. Now we're coming, thumbs pointing at our shoulders. Again, still in this kneeling position, but if you need to stand, come on up. It's a very similar position. One foot slightly in front of the other. Push it straight up. 10, 9. Here's the front view. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Take it down slow. Good. All the way down. All right. From here, all you need is a single weight. Coming into a tricep exercise. Again, kneeling or standing, your choice. Arms up. Drop those hands behind your head. Again, remember, push your hips forward or push your hips back. Bring your chest forward so that you're not doing this. That's a big no-no. Right here. Here's 1. Here's the other view. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Take it up. Bring it down in front. Good. Let's stretch out. All right. If you guys are on your knees, come to standing. We're going to take a big deep breath. Reach all the way up. Exhale. Fold forward. Drop all the way down. Let your chin fall to your chest. And this is all relaxation. Let it fall. Maybe bending into your knees. Take a couple more breaths. And then lift, just like you would in a deadlift. Shoulders back, and then head comes up. All the rest of you follows. Stand up nice and tall here. Now feet wide. We're going to take a big deep breath. Reach all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Hands together. Fold forward. Drop your head. Let your hands come up as your head comes down. Take a big breath. Then into those knees. Come on back up. All the way up. From here, bring an arm across the chest. Gently pull that elbow in towards you and relax that shoulder. Take a breath here. And let's do the same on the other side. Bring it across, pull it in, relax the shoulder. Let's bring an arm up. Drop that hand in between the shoulder blades. You can push from the front or pull from the back. If you find yourself doing this, push from the front instead. Take a big breath. Really pull that back. Take another inhale. And then exhale, let it go. Same thing, opposite side. Pull it back. You can absolutely push instead. Take a big breath here. And then let it go. From here, bring a palm out front. We're going to pull that palm down. If you're pulling down here from the fingers, you're just not getting quite the same stretch. So try it up here at the palm, and you'll get a little more at the wrist. Take another breath, and then switch. All right, great. Let's come on down to do some lower body stretches on the mat. From here, we're going to take one leg and cross it over the opposite. And we're going to sit up super tall, turning in the direction of the bent knee. So you always want to turn towards that knee. If it helps you to remember to pull underneath that knee and bring yourself into that position, because if you're coming here, you're not getting the stretch. So come this way, look over that shoulder. So in my case, I've got my right knee bent and I'm looking over my right shoulder. And then let's come back to center and do the same on the opposite side. Cross that leg over, sit up tall, turn, pull that knee in, and look over the shoulder. And then back to center. From here, just reach for those toes. And then we're going to find our way back up to a standing position. See if you can do it one-handed. One arm up, all the way up. Let's take a big deep breath. Reach all the way up, interlace those fingers. Palms turn up, pull back. Maybe leaning back just a little bit. And then bring those hands into your heart. Give yourself a hand. And I'll see you for the next class.